1, 2. I've long wanted to do this video about the Boya BY-M1 Pro microphone, which I got a couple of weeks ago, but unfortunately I have not been able to shoot. It was due to the weather, which was terrible, but now this is a wonderful, bright, sunny day with a little bit of wind. Let me just tell you some words about the Boya BY-M1 Pro microphone. This is a clip-on mic for smartphones, DSLRs, camcorders, audio recorders, PCs, etc. It comes with a TRRS connector. However, it has a capsule on its cable, this tiny thing, which also holds the battery inside. This can be switched over from a camera position, where you are recording as if it was a TRS connector, or you can turn it off and then it's recording onto a smartphone as if it was a TRRS connection. I'm recording voice into two different devices. My mobile phone, which is standing on a gimbal, on a tripod, and has a Boya BY-MM1 shotgun microphone connected. And I'm also recording this through this lavalier microphone, the Boya BY-M1 Pro, into my Zoom H1N external sound recorder, which is now in my pocket. I'm going to switch between the two microphones so that you can hear the difference. So I'm trying to speak a little bit and going to switch between the two. Try to walk a little bit up and down here in the field. I'm standing, I don't know, maybe about 1.5 meters away from the tripod. So the shotgun microphone, the Boya BY-MM1, is that distance away from me, but pointing in my direction, and the microphone is about mouth level. Whereas the lavalier microphone is definitely on my t-shirt, so it's probably closer to my mouth. I don't know how the wind is affecting the sound. The shotgun microphone has the dead cat on, so it might filter out some of the wind noise, whereas this lavalier microphone has the sponge on it. Let me just tell you some words about the Boya BY-M1 Pro microphone. I've seen quite a lot of videos on YouTube about the predecessor model, the BY-M1. And when I was about to buy one, I saw that there was a new version. Actually, there were several new versions. And this BY-M1 Pro actually cost maybe €1 more than the original. So I thought that probably it would be worth to invest that €1 more and see if there's any difference. Some of the reviewers of the original BY-M1 microphone complained that there was some problem with the audio level. Sometimes it was too loud. If your recorder, your camera had very good preamps, the microphone would just overmodulate it and clip out. The Boya BY-M1 Pro microphone has a new feature. On this little capsule, it has a switch which can attenuate the signal by 10 decibels. So that might be for that exact purpose. So I thought that that might be useful if it really has the clipping issue. So let me try for just 1 second to turn this attenuator on. So now the signal should be about 10 decibels lower. I can turn it back into 0, so now there is no attenuation. So this is one difference between the BY-M1 and the upgraded version, the BY-M1 Pro. The other feature which the Boya BY-M1 Pro has over the original BY-M is this little jack socket here. This is a 3.5mm jack for an external headset. Now, originally I thought that it was to monitor my signal while recording, so that I can listen to my own sound and see if I'm overmodulated or the audio levels are good. No, it is not for that purpose. The purpose is basically that you can check if the recording has been okay. Is it useful or not? You decide. I believe it actually is. There have been situations when I had recorded some video and the microphone, the TRRS connector, was plugged into my phone, and then when I wanted to listen to the audio and hear what I had recorded, I simply could not, because first I had to unplug the microphone and then I had to plug the speakers in or the headphones in. It took a bit of time, and also, you know, it was just too much cabling in and out. I don't think that it really does any good to the phone either. But this Boya BY-M1 Pro has that socket, and that might solve the problem. But I have to repeat that this is not to monitor your own sound while recording. It is only to check recording from your mobile phone afterwards. It says it has a high quality condenser microphone, ideal for video use. This is something that we are now testing, so you're going to tell me if the audio quality is good enough. It has LR44 batteries. Yes, they are, that is inside the capsule. And it has a foam windscreen. A word of caution, in my case, the sponge on the microphone was a little bit too loose. It would fall off every time. And I had to find it in the grass and put it back. So in the end, I used the double-sided glue tape and I glued the sponge onto the microphone. The specifications I'm going to show you in close-up so that you can all see what this is all about. But you can also find these details on the internet, and I'm going to post a link in the description. It has an electret condenser, omnidirectional microphone, and the frequency range is said to be from 70 Hz to 18 kHz. The signal noise ratio is 78 decibel or more. The sensitivity is minus 30 dB, plus minus 3 dBs. The output impedance is 1000 ohms or less. This microphone has a very long wire. It's 6 meters. You can walk back into the field 6 meters away from the camera and it will still work. It's too much cable, and if you have a sound recorder like I do, I would appreciate a shorter cord or a replaceable cord, something that is not so bulky. There is quite a lot of wire here, all jumbled up. But I appreciate that most people will just use, the 6 meter cable, and they have to lead the wire to somebody who is speaking a little bit further away. So then it is useful to have a long cable, and you don't have to use extension cords. Now I would like to do some little test. I'm standing in front of the camera. I don't know how far away I am. It may be 1.5 meters, but actually I have this tape measure. So let's see. It's about 140 centimeters, which is about 55 inches. And now I'm starting to walk a little bit backwards. Hopefully I'm not going to fall into a trap. Now I'm about 3 times the distance already. I don't know how my audio sounds. I believe that the shotgun microphone is already starting to lose me, whereas the lavalier microphone is still supposed to record my sound okay. I don't know if it is the case. So let me just walk a little bit. I turn around, so I'm not facing the camera anymore. I'm talking right in the opposite direction. Probably my voice is still okay on the Boya BY M1 Pro, whereas the shotgun microphone is probably not picking me up that well. So this has been a quick test of the Boya BY M1 Pro microphone, this lavalier microphone. And I don't know what the audio quality is like. I'm going to go back home and check. And I would be interested in your own opinion. So please leave comments below, and see you next time. 73s.